nation, you citizens, receive your turnaround. When you enter into your pantries will look at you and they will begin to multiply. They will see God in us. I welcome you to this nation. Welcome to God's Word Embassy Church nation. You citizens, receive your turnaround. When you enter into your pantries will look at you and they will begin to multiply. They will see God in us. I welcome you to this nation. Welcome to God's Word Embassy Church nation. You citizens, receive your turnaround.
Lord, welcome to today's family clinic, where we teach and bring understanding in our family life. I always say that God is so much interested about our family, how we manage our family, everything about the family. God wants to be part of it. And in Christianity, for us to have a healthy Christian life, we have to give family attention, because the attention which we give to our family will determine the stability we will have as a people and as a community. So today I'm going to be teaching on a topic that I find interesting, because many Christian brothers are really stuck in these situations, in the situation whereby they are not able to express or to follow the right or due process in making a decision. So today I'm going to be teaching on a topic I title, How to Show Your Interest as a guy, as a man, as a young man who is single, trying to mingle. How do you show your interest? Because the Bible says, he who finds a wife. There is a way God has destiny that men should find to get. So in your quest to find, what are the steps you should put into consideration? You see, many Christians, they also make their search so boring. A Christian brother comes meeting you with a quotation of scriptures, turns you off before he even began. Some of them come with a righteousness attitude, trying to portray something they are not, because Jesus said he is our righteousness. So you realize that there is a lot of confusion with the male child in our society as a Christian or at large. They don't know how to express themselves properly, or what are the procedure they should take if they want a girl for a wife or for a relationship or trying to start up something. Many people are very confused on how they should go about this. I want to tell you, if you have not invited a friend, quickly invite someone. Let someone know that we are live so that we will be able to get this knowledge that is required today for our growth. And this will also help the women to know when a man is really approaching you for positive reason. Because most women also can't read in between the line when a guy or a man or a young guy in the church is trying to communicate with them or out there. So there are some steps. I have listed about 12 of them that men should consider following so that it can help them to get a clearer answer. You see, some men, they start a relationship with a young lady and they invest so much. They buy them clothes, they take them out for dinner, lunch, supper, what. After doing all those things, the woman tells you, I didn't know we were dating, because you have not followed a proper procedure. The woman feels that you are a waster, you don't have anything to do with your money, it's just to take her out and buy her things. But if you follow due process, it is easy for a woman to understand your communication. And also the man, it is also easy for you to be focused on what you are intending to achieve when you have an interest over a lady. So I believe if you have a question, you can actually ensure that you drop your question on the comment section and I will come back to those questions. If you have not shared, please share. Tell somebody that we are live. And if this is your first time of coming to this platform, I encourage you to subscribe before you leave. Now, number one, how to show your interest to a lady. Number one, get detailed information about the lady before starting any conversation with that lady. Before you tell a lady hi, before you reveal your interest, when you spot a lady that looks appealing to you, as a young guy, don't rush by responding to the body physics or shape or body structures of that lady. No, don't. First thing first, try to know and gather information. Try to know and gather information. Who is this girl? Is she a member of this church? Does she have a job? Does she have a child? Is she married or once married? Does she have parents? She's from which tribe? Where does she live? Get an information that can give you a proper clarification. Because I see the heartbreak we are facing in our society today is very alarming. Many people, even young boys in our church and outside there, they reach out to me, oh, Mama, I'm hurting, I'm feeling bad, I've been dumped. The girl now says this, the guy now said this, and I see these young guys, they are so young, but they are going through this heartbreak pain because they didn't do the needful at the beginning. You can actually gather information. I think if you look at the Bible, when God used the servant of Abraham to get a wife for the son Isaac, when the servant got to the well, he prayed that let him find a damsel that will give him help, and that damsel will be, and it came to pass. But even when that happened, he tried to get information about who the girl is. And he went through that line and discovered that is from the master's relative, where the master had sent him to go get a wife. So you as a child of God, imagine if you are not doing likewise. We use the scripture as a mirror to also guide us in doing some certain things that can help our life to get positive rest. Isaac was able to get a good woman because the one who helped to show interest was good enough to trace the girl, to know who the girl is, for her to come to take care of the sheep, where she's coming from, who is the father, what is it. He got all this information, and that was what bring acceptance into the request that he came for. He traveled all the way. These days, people meet at Nairobi, they meet at the bus. Meeting place is even not the problem. Meeting and jumping into it is what is the worst problem. You go to a church as a young guy, you get into the church, you see a beautiful young girl, you begin to pursue her. You don't even know if she's from the sea, you don't know if she's from the lake, you don't know if she's from the stream, you don't know if she's from the forest. You have no idea. You have not even attended that church twice or even 1 month. You have already designed that you have found someone to. So that's not a proper way. If you do like that, if the girl is a flirting girl, she will definitely flirt with you, eat your money, waste your time, and also drop you like she found you. But it is good for you to spot a girl, make inquiries, especially if you have people who knows about her and they are able to tell you, not that you will tell them, oh, I think I want her for a wife. No, who is this pretty girl? Wow, she's beautiful. Is she a member of this church? If we are using church as an example, you get to know. Don't go into it until you get the detailed information. If you keep doing that, most women will begin to see you as a womanizer. If you talk to this one today, tomorrow you talk to the other one, next tomorrow you talk to the other one. There is something men don't know about women. There is always a day women meet together to discuss the single people that is available within their reach. They will discuss and somebody will say, you don't know this. I talked to this. They will discover that you are moving within them, trying to communicate to everyone why you are not spelling out what you want. So you must be careful so that you will not be labeled. Some women can label you as a bad brother in the church or in the society or in your community, and they will begin to voluntarily give you sex just to make sure they suffocate you and they are mocking at you behind you. It's not only men that mess women up these days. Women these days, they gang use a man and pretend like they are not using him, especially if the man is good at what he does. They use you as their part-time enjoyment. So be wise so that you will not be used and dumped. Number 2, how to show your interest. If you find someone you attractive, test the reaction of her feedback when you engage in communication. Test the reaction of her feedback. How does she respond to you? Does she respond to you in a way that you feel somebody wants a conversation or somebody is ending a conversation? You see, when you ask someone, you've heard me say it, when you ask someone, how was your night? If that person wants to give a conversation, they would write and say, my night was good and thank you. How and yours? You see, that's somebody who is open to conversation, probably does not have any other ulterior motive behind them. So always read the text or the conversation, reading between the lines. Look at the communication. Is it flowing or are you pushing it to flow? Is somebody trying to hide something? Maybe you ask the person, are you dating? He says, not really. Not really is not an answer. If you are dating, you should know. If you are not dating, you should know. So when somebody tells you, are you dating? And you say, not really. That's a reaction that is telling you that this person is not open. If the person is open, he should be able to tell you, no, I'm not dating. I just came out from a relationship. You see, something very clear and direct. When a woman is not giving you a clear answer, or she comes with lamentation, are you dating? No, don't, you men, I don't have your time. You see, that's lamentation. That person must have a situation within them that if you jump into their relationship with them, you might be their battleground or their recovering point. There are some women, I hope women will not kill me today. There are some women, when they broke up with a certain person, they don't know how to stay alone. What they do is that they look for a valuable man as a hangout. Mm-hmm. Hey, let me check online. I'll be beaten before I come out. Hey, do we have men in the house or it is women we have? Where are these men in the church and out there? So you realize that women they are not like men who is easily open to go and take another girl. So what they do, they can hide and use you to react and to recover. When they get back their feet and they put their emotion together, they will begin to see that you are not their spec. So check that conversation. I hope she's not using you to pass time of the call she's missing that she's no longer getting from a past relationship or an ended relationship. Look carefully within that conversation. Because there are some women, they want to talk. They want to talk to you because they don't have someone who is around them now. But they are also not interested in you. So why would you become somebody's television when they don't have interest in you? If what you are looking for is to settle down, you must be very intentional. If you are no longer ready to play child's play or games, what I'm talking about today is those guys who have said, I am ripe for marriage and I'm doing my best to get a good woman. These are the steps, those are the people I'm speaking to today. So you will be able to know that conversation that woman wants to keep. She's not keeping you to quench her loneliness. She's not keeping the conversation to recover from a dump or from a crisis relationship. She's not using you to pass time. So you must look in between the reaction of the conversation. When it sounds like it is somebody else she's talking to and not you, when she expresses too quickly or too forward, she might be transferring an emotion to you and you can think it is you and yet she's seeing someone else in you. So check the reaction feedback when you engage in communication. Number 3, how to show your interest to a lady that you find attractive. Create a communication flow. Create a communication flow. Now let me give it as an example. How are you? Are you in school? Are you out of school? You see, that's what you are interested in at that time. Make it flow. Don't be here and there like an investigator. No. You will turn the woman off. Now it look as if you are in a hurry. Why are you in a hurry and you have just arrived? Create a communication flow. How are you? Are you in school? Listen and hear her talk. I'm a graduate waiting for an employment, doing some part-time job. Keep that conversation flowing within the level of intellectual. Don't come out of it. Another day, come with another communication. Don't use one day education, One day, what happened to your last relationship? Same day, what is your parent? She will lie to you. She will lie to you because you are asking too much question that her brain might not be able to process, because she might not be expecting you to be so hard in your question. So you need time to keep the flow. And if you really want to know someone, why are you in a hurry? Why do you want to use one dinner with just chips of 100 to finish all the conversation in one day? Nini, calm down, relax, sit properly. Let that 2 hours be around a flow. Something you pick up from that day and make it flow. She shares her own educational background. You share yours. You talk about educational advancement and educational new positivity of technologies and what it entails in the future. You leave it there as you snack or as you dinner, and you share that emotion. Let it flow and bring some level of mutual connection. You see, when you communicate, you hear yourself. Women, listen to me carefully. When you have a reasonable communication with an aspiring man or a husband to be to you, this is what it does to your brain. When you go home, you will realize that whatever two of you has conversated on, you will start picking them in pieces, including the man. Wow, she says she went to Nairobi University. Imagine, I didn't know. It plays back. From that playback, if there is anything within the two of you, it will begin to spring forth organically. It's not going to be forced. It's going to come up because you are going to fall in love with the real person, the real fabric, not fabricated. No. Because you have heard. There was a communication. You heard. You listened. And you got understanding of what he has explained or she has explained. So when you close your eyes at night, the reflection of the conversation will begin to pour into your spirit. And you will find yourself smiling because you are accepting what has been communicated to you. You find yourself feeling comfortable and ready to do more dinners or more outing because the first one left an impression from a healthy conversation. I pray people are understanding it. I hope I'm not. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live here today. Let's get this right. Let's get it right. Let's get it. Let me know when I should continue. Okay. Number 4, make your intention known to the girl. After you have gone out 2, 3, okay, women don't like suspense because also they want to clear their slate. If they feel you are serious and ready to settle, they don't want to be kept in the dark. So you can't do dating 1, dating 2, dating out in 3, and you keep doing an outing without spelling out what the outing is the future end of it. So after you have done 1 or 2, 3 times, it is good for you to tell the lady, I think I find you interesting. I would want us to have an understanding with one another, according to me. But we need to do ABCD. Like, I find you interesting. You see, there is an attachment here. There is something I feel there is a chemistry I am perceiving within our conversation. You see, some men also, you feel like, these days, I don't know, men are feeling like women should tell them, I love you, I want you. I don't know. They feel that the women should start saying it so that they can feel comfortable. Most men these days, they can have feeling for a woman and be pretending like they don't feel it. Because they just want either to be very sure that they will not be turned down, or to be very sure that they are in control or something. But the truth is, many men have lost good women just because they were not bold enough to express their feelings. And when the girl goes or slips out of their hands, they keep feeling bad about how they could not stand up and tell the girl, truthfully, I think I feel something for you. And you see, some girls also, they might have a good feeling. They can cherish you more than you can even think about, but they find it absorbed for them to come and talk to you about how they feel. So they're also waiting on you. They look at you and like, are you mad? You don't see? I've given you all the green, all the blue, all the red, all the yellow, all the purple. They are even giving you white light like an angel, but it's as if you have a goggle that does not see out of the goggles. So you frustrate them. So make your intention clear. Once you find out the necessary things and you feel you want to test the water, if it is something that can be proceeded, you tell her, I think I find you interesting. What do you think about me? You see, when you make it official, the girl will give you official response. Do you know there are some girls, if you tell them, I like you, say, leave me alone, me, I don't want you. She'll be doing like that. But the moment you sit her down and tell her, my dear, come down. I want us to talk. I think I have something special I feel about you. Do you feel likewise? Or do you think we can work things out within ourselves? You see, when you make it a conversation, that she will just be frank with you. If she's somebody who has considered you, she will say, I have considered you. If she's somebody who does not see you as a partner, she will be so clear with you, especially if she is a matured and a blunt person to the end. She will tell you, oh, you are cute, but unfortunately, I don't see myself having a relationship with you. You see, at that time, you might be feeling bad, but you have not been driven far. You have not been spending money on a wasted thing that has nothing to produce for you. I don't believe in eating too much money from a man when the man and you are not planning anything positive. You should all know our boundaries and what we desire so that we will not waste things unnecessarily. So make your intention known. And when you make your intention known, at that time, that take me to number 5. Have an open meeting to avoid the things from happening, sex from happening. The moment you reveal your intention to that girl, never have a secret meeting with her. Nothing like come to my house, I come to your house. Spot a place that is open, an eatery that is open, that two of you can sit. You can share all your emotion there, but you cannot do beyond that emotion. The moment you make a woman know, I think I like you as a wife, or I want to have something with you, they are already possessive, and you two, you are already feeling entitled. So if you have a meeting in a closed door place, there is every tendency that sex will take place. And the moment sex takes place, the interest and the fire between the two of you will be consumed by that sex, and you will lose the real organic relationship that ought to fuel the relationship to producing positive end. So you must be careful not to expose two of you in a closed door place. There is nobody who is able, after explaining to a woman how you feel about her, and you don't even know how many months, how many weeks that woman likewise has been crushing on you without saying. So the moment God allows you to tell her and you don't want her to touch you, she feels rejected. He does not want you to touch him. He feels rejected. So two of you can begin to feel neglected or abandoned or not satisfied with what the person is putting on the table because you choose a closed door meeting. So you must don't kill the vision. The vision is to have a wife, not to have a sex partner. If you take it to a sex partner, now that's you. But if you are genuine and you want to have a good relationship, a solid matrimonial home, you should not engage in closed door meetings. Nobody is above it. If you do closed door meetings where nobody is there, the two of you, I can assure you, love is fire, emotion is fire. It will burn the two of you until it consumes the two of you. And you will be left with maybe regrets, maybe you will feel bad, maybe somebody is keeping their virginity, now it is broken with no significance, and you don't know what men consider enjoyment. He might go in and feel like you are not enjoyable. And the motive will change drastically. It is you who will lose the battle. So you must be very careful. Number 6. I hope we are still there. The moment the intention is revealed, you start having open meeting in order not to waste too much time, because I don't believe in long courtship. Max 6 months. 6 months or minimum of 6 months. But long courtship, I don't believe in it. Not because it is bad, but because it is very tempting. It is very tempting. So to avoid yourself getting into things you don't wish to get into, it is better you do a short-term relationship, especially after following a due procedures. So number 6, go for medical findings. Go for medical findings. Once the lady has given you her mind and two of you have met, try to tell her what's your health history. Don't ignore that. What's your health history? Do you have any condition in your family that you think I should know about? What's your genotype? What is your blood group? You see, because there is no need marrying somebody who their genotype is not corresponding with your genotype. You will become a disaster, the both of you, and your children will also be a victim of your wrong choice. So before you resurrect the feeling, get your genotypes. It is very important to get your medical history. If you had an infection, if you had one uterus, if you had a complication, a fibroid, if the man had low sperm count, if he had something to do with gonorrhea or gonococcus, he has HIV or whatever, two of you should come together, sit down, agree if this is okay. You see, that's a place of serious discussion. It's not sex. That's a place of serious discussion. You agree, oh, there is high blood pressure in my family, but right now I don't have it and I'm not planning to have it. You see, then you do those basic random information within yourselves or go to for confirmation. For me, one of the things that can hinder a relationship is genotype. Whether somebody is HIV, it's not a reason to stop a relationship, because it is preventive. People are not, except you have a wicked person, people are no longer transferring HIV to one another, and you can have a child without being affected. So it's not a serious problem as it used to be at that stage of ignorance. Then, if you are hypertensive, because you are hypertensive does not mean I will be hypertensive. That's not enough reason to stop a relationship. You have diabetes, that's not enough reason to stop relationship. You have issues on other funny things. The things that can be very serious is your genotype and productive systems. Let's assume you have an issue with your genotype, you are AS, I'm AS. There is nothing, don't pray, don't ask for Jesus. Don't even think about it. Because Jesus knew that you are AS, he has already kept an AA waiting for you. So don't start saying, let's go and meet mama to lay hands on our genotype, not me. And if you deceive your pastors to bring a fake genotype, it is a matter of 2, 3 years, 4 years. You will have a child who will be a sickle cell, and your secret will be unveiled, and you will be tormented. And at the end of it all, that child will die, and you will feel the pain of losing a child after making costly mistake. So that's a very serious thing when it comes to making a choice. Now, if you talk about having children, maybe the man have an issue with his semen, or the woman has an issue with her reproductive organ. By the way, there are many women today, they have an issue of that. There are many men today, they have the same issues. So at that time, you people have to make a decision within yourselves. Am I able to do insemination? Will it work out? Do we have the money capacity? Because these days, technology is doing a lot of wonder. Am I able to do that? Can I get someone to do for me surrogate? Will I be willing to do that? Talk about it. Talk about it. You already know as a woman, your hormones are not functioning, and you pretend to a man with your beauty. By the time it gets to 2, 3 years, you will lose your peace. And that man will begin to expect, even if the man loves you, the family will not love you if you don't have a child for them. Me, I'm telling you from experience, I stayed 4, 5 years before I had my first child. And I know what I went through. If you spit like this, people will ask you, are you pregnant? If you try to do like you are tired, it's like they are watching you like a watchdog. Everybody is on you. It is a miserable life to live. You rather stay healthy in your mind than be tormented by people who expect you to be pregnant, and you know you don't have the ability to do that. So you need a man that will understand that area of life. That man also needs a woman that will understand that area of life. I know of a lady who is already 30-something years in marriage. Not even an issue. Why? They are from my side though. But they know that the man had an issue with his semen. But the woman became a victim. She is already menopause today, but she doesn't have I think it should be around 38 years marriage, because I know how old I was when that story came up. So you can imagine how somebody can be so wicked, not telling you. It is good you tell. This is it. Love me for it or walk away. It's simple. Don't allow yourself to be pressured. People make arrangements these days. We get married, we get someone to get us a baby. We go to Nigeria to get the baby and bring it to Kenya with no trace of locating anybody. People do things. They do adoption with secret adoption. Those things, people can do it because of loving one another. You can even decide any way it is better for the two of you. And also, there is a place to give God a chance. You can give God a chance and allow faith to work. And if faith comes through for you, why not? You celebrate to the glory of God. But keeping it quiet, it is inhuman. So talk about your medical issues. Number 7, speak to your spiritual leaders. Each of you, speak to your spiritual leaders. I have found a man, I have found a woman who I am interested in. Her name is this. She's from this place. She walks like this. She's like this. Make it plain. So that if your spiritual leaders wants to advise you, they can advise you based on clear information. It is not every people that has prophetic pastor. So don't make your pastor's work to be tedious because you think they are prophetic. No, it's not everybody that is a sniper in the spirit. So make the information very light, clear, direct, so that the man of God who you are dependent to help you can look in between the line, there are stories that helps to bring out the real picture of a thing, by the way. So make it plain. But don't ignore your spiritual leaders. Don't go into extra miles and start looking for your leaders when things has already gone wrong. Before you go extra mile, before you start, before it becomes 6 and 7, 5 and 6, try to talk to your spiritual leader. Let them guide you genuinely and truly so that it can help to become. Are you getting it? Because you see, like if you look at health case now, there are some health, maybe you have a health condition. You can tell your spiritual leader, you see, I have this health condition and I want a woman that has the same health condition so that if possible, we are not going to suffer. You see, that's a request. If your spiritual leader is somebody who is nice enough, and because people confide in them, they are able to match you people without distress, no matter the situation. But ignoring your spiritual leaders and getting into things that you did not know about, you will end up knowing that devil is not a child's game. It's a real entity that is visible in the life of men. So speak to your spiritual leader and God will help you. Number 8, how to show your interest. Go for family history. Visit the family. If you say their house is in Busia, the border between Uganda and Kenya, go there. Don't carry her dead body or his dead body to village after they have died. Go to their village. Let her show you. This is my grandmother's hut. This is my father's house. This is where we started. Let her show you. Let him show you. Don't marry street marriage. When anything happens suddenly, you are never considered. Many women are in marriage when their husband dies, their children are thrown on the street. When their wife dies, the children are thrown on the street. Why bring children to suffer? Know yourself to home. Know yourself to home. Don't marry on the street. Know yourself to. That's why I say your spiritual authority or leader will definitely send you to the family of the girl. Because that's one criteria before you can even register. Okay, in God's Word Embassy Church, we cannot start a counseling for you, even if you want to get married, until you have visited the home of the girl and the girl has also visited the home of the boy. Because in the end, you can change church, but you cannot change home for your children if they have already been born. So it's very important you go for that history. Number 9, look into your cash flow. How is the two of you able to generate money? Are you going to be one-sided spouse where the wife will be sleeping, the husband will be working, or you are going to be partnering together as God bless you as you grow? Talk about it. This issue of some women sitting at home and say they are full housewife. Housewife is not an occupation. Or some men say they are full husband house. Those things are it's very tiring and lazy. People should be serious, have a vision, have a plan, have an agenda for your life. Being husband and wife is not a sickness. It is something positive that should produce. Measure your cash flow. If what you get weekly or monthly, measure it. Sweetheart, I am able to get 10,000 every month from my salary. Or even me, I'm able to get 30,000. So if we are planning to get a house, we get a house of 5,000 so that we will not have overhead costs that is bigger than our cash flow. That's how people grow. You must know your cash flow. If two of you are not doing anything, you don't have any business, you don't have any job, you don't have certificate, he does not have, you are not entitled to marriage. Wait first. Go plan how to take care of yourselves in marriage before you enter into it. You need a stable cash flow. If not, two of you will fight and nobody will separate you. So it's very important. Number 10, Get into discussion to find out the weaknesses of each other. What is your weakness? What is her weakness? What are those things she can do? Can she cook or she cannot cook? Does she have what it takes to turn you on? The way she looks at you, the way she rolls her eyes. You will find out what's your weakness. Do you like this? Do you hate this? Have it as a discussion. Don't assume it. Have it as a discussion. What can't you do? What can you do? Have it as a discussion so that you will not be surprised. You see, we girls, when we come out outside there, we are so organized. Inside, we are not organized, though. Inside, we are not organized. So try to know us. Even the men, try to know yourself. Most men, they clean their house when they are expecting their girlfriend. It's not like they clean it every day. It is when the babe have already confirmed she's coming. That house will be neat thoroughly. Everything will be clean, kabisa. So is the woman the same. So talk, sit down and talk. If the girl does not know how to cook food, are you willing to teach her? Is she teachable? Because some girls, when you tell them to cook food for you, you will get only water taste with colored things in it. You can't feel the taste of the tomatoes. You can't feel the taste of the meat. Everything is slapping you like an oracle. That's a nonsense food. You need to. Are you ready to be taught? Try to engage and know. It's very important. No jokes. Very, very important. Try to know. That is very, very important. Your weakness and your strength. Number 11. Compare your visions together. Ask yourself, where should we be in the next 5 years? What's your dream, guy? What's your vision? What's your drive on this earth? What makes you feel happy or achieved? If he tells you he's waiting on God, run. At a man who has been able to spot a wife, he's still waiting on God to tell him what to do. He's a boy. He will make your life miserable. He rather tells you, I want to be a politician. I have just joined politics, building my political career. And this is the petty things I'm doing to reach where I'm going to. Or I'm going to be a pastor. Right now, I'm an intercessor, working under this man of God, trusting God to elevate me into full-grown ministry. If he say he's trusting God, where did he see him? Where did he and God have a conversation? Run with your life. He's an unserious person. Or if he keep giving you reason why he cannot be big, don't joke. Oh. Some people who are inside there can tell you it's not a day job. When all this has been done, you can now start a journey for marriage. Please don't start this journey if you have not engaged in these things. You will be surprised. There are things I didn't consider so much because I try to take the essentials. So be very, 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 very conscious. The number 12 of it is behavior. Check his or her behavior. You see, people with bad character, they are mood killers. Those people who have unstable moods, they can irritate you at every slight seconds. They can irritate you. It's very dangerous to have those people as partner. Because if you are happy, they kill your happiness. They make you live a life of sadness, sorrowful. And some of them are very commanding and very ruling. So check character. Don't play over any signal of character you see. Let me tell you, go and ask anybody who is in marriage. There are things we saw with our spouse that we ignored, and we have eaten it as food. In fact, I used to tease myself. My husband, when he took me to his parents, hey, I told him, oh, I am very clear with myself. When he took me to his parents, they expected me to do village wife material, but I did not have it. And truthfully, I did not have it. They expected me when I woke up in the morning, I will go and sweep the house, wash the plate, clean the kitchen, cook food, arrange everywhere, make everywhere neat. Me. Have I arranged my own? Have I cooked in my own? I did not have it as a character. So when I got there, they waited for that 2 days. I did not do it. Me, I was even waiting for them to cook. In fact, he has 4 girls. How can I be cooking when he have 4 sisters? And it is their house. Now that's Justina. And it is true, it's bad character. I had it. But my husband's mother told my husband, your wife, this woman you have brought as your wife, it looked like she's very lazy. Oh. She did not even bother to wash plate, even the one she used. She did not even bother to sweep or wash clothes. Are you sure this one will be able to do domestic things? Every other thing I see is okay. But at least even if she was to pretend, let her pretend, wake up and sweep. Me, I was even calling the younger sister, calling her name. My dear, go to the kitchen and go and clear those things. Oh. When my husband came and told me, you see what my mother said about you, I told him, your mother is right. Your mother, if God, so your mother can be a prophet too. Your mother is right. Me, I will not do those things except I prepare myself to do it. I told him, if you want to change your mind now, it is good though, because that thing your mother said, it is true. He's alive today. You will see him in church on Sunday. Some of you ask him, it is true. The mother, they might be watching, it is true. They saw it. Today now, hey, before we wash, ooh, that plate, maybe everybody has, or the food is, I'm very hungry. That's now when, if there is no one to bring out from the cupboard, I will now go and wash the one that is in the sink. I'm very lazy in washing plate. Sweeping, hey, if I start sweeping, before we finish, it's over. So, is that not truth? It is true observation. We are there now in this marriage, 17, 18, 19 years, now we there inside. He's feeling that heat. I can help him to push plate like this and tell him take another one for. There are characters that when you see them, and you know those characters irritates you, and you can't stand it, you better handle it before you start. My husband was in love or in lust, I don't know. He said it was okay. So now, you can ask my ministers, some of them that are very, very conversant to my place. If he complains and say, why is this plate here? I say, your mother told you, and you told me it's okay, you will manage. Please don't shout. We are still managing. That was me. And that is me. What about other person? Imagine I have moved 19 years this year, probably. But yet, that thing is still haunting. So when you see a character, the man drinks and gets drunk. He drinks and gets angry and hit you. He drinks and pour abuses on you. He never sees anything good. Be careful. Me, I saw my husband, he used to talk. If he doesn't talk always, but when he wants to talk, hey, it's like burning fire. I thought it's just because they are provoking him because of the marriage. Now, if he wants to talk, a day he talks is like he should be talking every day. I'm using my own family as an example to tell you the character you see before you enter. If you like it, don't complain when you're already inside. It doesn't change. If the man lies to you when he's dating you, he will lie to you when he's in the marriage. And if you know you have a problem of lies, sit that girl down. Tell her, you lied to me so thing like this. You lied to me so thing like this. Although that time I noticed that we are not serious. But are you a liar by profession? Or it is just a character you are using to show off? Talk about it. Don't ignore it. Behavior is the number 12 thing. Watch it carefully and keenly before you go into it completely. If she's a sadist, you are happy and she's not happy, and she is able to effect her unhappiness into killing your own happiness, talk about it. Draw the boundary before you go into it, because had I know is very painful. Because separation also is easy, but the children suffer the pain. So we can protect our children from suffering the pain. So may God help you. Me, I've given you my own secret. If you say I'm bad, I agree. No problem. God is with me. I've tried 19 years. It's not a joke, but at least wisdom is profitable to direct. I want to now take answers and questions. Let's see what we have here. I pray that this would help someone to be a better version of themselves and be truthful to one another. Let's do it. Mama, a man who keeps asking to come over at my place for lunch all the time. The outing have reduced. Is that a sign to rethink the relationship? A man who tells you that he wants to come to lunch in your place is a thief. If you go to a restaurant, why will you come to? Is he paying your rent? You don't start from your place. He starts from restaurant and eat an outing, coffee place. He cannot. You have not have what we call an agreeable relationship. So that person should not be forward to request to visit your place. Now let me tell you a secret, women. You see, men, why many men believe women are not faithful is because so many women don't understand the language of a man. If a man tells you, can I come to your house for lunch? And you agree and take the man to your house for lunch, and you people take lunch, or one thing led to the another, he sleeps over. Anytime he calls you, he believes that that's the same way other men has visited. Whether it is by error or by, there are some people that you can actually be flexible with. He will never agree he was the first. He will believe there have been many people. He will even be imagining, who knows how many men she has brought at home. This home, who knows how many body he has. So, always insists, let's meet outside. Let's meet outside. Don't ever allow them to come to your house when they have not made their intention clear, when there is no proper relationship meaning. No, nothing like that. If he does not have that money we used to do Uber or Boda, let him use it to meet you in Mamaduka. You people will stand by burger there and gist and go home. Don't allow them to come to the house for lunch. We are not doing traditional relationship. That one is one point. Then the second part of that question, is it a rethink? Okay, it might not be rethink. So men are not a very good hunter. When they feel like they are not being granted access, they just go. Some of them, they are very lazy to chase. So maybe you're saying no to him might be you are not interested, or something came up that took away their mind from that. So it's not necessarily a rule out. It can be somebody over busy. That's why it's not a rule out. But don't allow somebody to visit your house as a single lady. When they visit your house as a single lady, don't allow them to kiss you, to press your breast, to touch you unhealthily. Don't allow it. If you allow it, they would think other men has been coming to do the same thing with you. Yes. Mama, what advice can you give someone who is in a long-distance relationship? Actually, that long-distance relationship is a very big scam. That a long-distance relationship. Because you see, that long-distance relationship, Many people are eating, oh. Many people are eating. They will say it's a long distant relationship, but they are eating something. It's very difficult for a man who is not fully born again to stay without a woman. So that long relationship, by medical check, it doesn't work. Oh. But if the person is already married to you, you can choose to trust God and have faith. But and if the distant relationship is just to buy time, to see if you are not in a hurry and you are able to establish that full commitment, it is good. But it is not always a best option to be in a distant relationship. It is before you see a man who stays a whole month or a whole year without sex, that man must be very busy, engaged with God, and has made a decision for themselves. So if he's telling you he's in a distant relationship in Canada where there is code that has eyes and he's not touching a woman, okay, you just believe lies. That's the truth too. It looks funny, but it is the truth. So that we will stop deceiving ourselves with these lies that they keep telling us. Mama, is it okay for a woman to date or marry a man over 10 years younger than her? Yes, age is a number. If he's a matured man, but he has a good sense of reasoning, that's very good. He will even be petting you. When the person is 10 years older than you and he's really, really in love with you, oh my goodness, and he has money, he will be spoiling you. Although some of them can be extremely jealous because they know that what they have, they shouldn't have it. So they can be extremely jealous. But truthfully, if that person loves you genuinely, he will spoil you. So there is nothing, it's even more safe to marry an older person, age-wise, if you are looking at age. Because sometimes if the person is the one that is younger, most times will have to bring up their self up to meet the standard of the one that is older. So it's not a problem, it's not an issue. Even in the Bible, if you look at the way marriage was done in the Bible, it was done in a very healthy platform, according to me. So it's not a problem. So you must... I can see the men are not asking questions. Okay, I've catch one now. Mama, between love, profession, and character, which is superior? For instance, if I find out that I love this lady and my career and her own are compelling both, but she has character problem, what should I do? Okay, first, if you have a willing woman, because there are some people who, they have character, but they don't agree they have character. You see, a problem not acknowledged is a problem that cannot be solved. The moment someone acknowledges their problem, it is easy to solve it. If they say, no, it's not my problem, it is how you choose to view my problem. You see, at that time, you will have what we call argumentative marriage. An argumentative marriage brings a lot of poverty and injury within the marriage because there will be no peace. The peace will be maybe during sex, and even within that sex, somebody can also bring up an attitude that can piss you and turn you down. So it's a very big challenge, to be frank with. If the lady or the man in question, either way, is willing to recognize that even me, I am tired of my attitude. Sometimes I even ask myself question, why have I done this? Why am I doing this? There are people who, they don't want to change their attitude. Even if they have lost friends, relative, or husband or wife, they are not ready. Or they plan to, they go back to it, even now start defending themselves. You see, there are people who you stay around with, they make you feel like you are the one who is bad. And yet they are the one with problem. They make you feel like they are the one who is bad. Because you are always going to complain, you are always going to nag, and they start feeling like you are too much. You are complaining, but you are not doing well. You are smelling. Bake so that I will stop complaining of order. You understand? So think on that scale. Will you be willing to have emotional torture with such person? That's a decision, because it's a lifetime engagement, especially after marriage. For instance, you start having children. You must be very, very careful. You walk out of that marriage, your child will live with that torment all his or her life. So you must ask yourself, are you dealing with a drama queen? Are you dealing with a Mr. Boy? You have to come to that understanding. Then profession, when people know how to put boundary with their profession, because profession, I believe, is like a uniform. You wear it when you are practicing. So you are not supposed to wear it into your marriage or relationship. You get it? So if somebody is matured enough to understand that profession is a uniform, let's assume I'm a pastor as I am, and I want to have a time with my husband, and I keep speaking in tongues and quoting scripture. You see, we are not preaching. You see, there are things that suit an environment. So people need to understand that profession is a uniform. And when we want to express love, we don't allow our profession to interfere with our love relationship. But one thing I will say is this: never marry a woman or a man because you love them. Don't you dare. Don't marry anyone on the basis of love. That love will not survive 6 months immediately after marriage. Take it to the bank, keep it there, and withdraw it when you make that mistake. One of the statistics that was made, the most successful marriages that has ever lived were not built on love. Marriages that breaks easily are the ones that were built on love. If not, can you reverse your memories back? Our fathers, our grandmothers, they did not know love. They were being married, and the men took responsible of them. They even have 4 wives, 3 wives. They all lived in one home, one shamba, one homestay, and they lived peacefully. And yet, one husband, one wife, full of love, no peace. Love will make him check your phone. Love will make him fight you. Love will make him insecure. Love will make him characterless. Love will make him vulnerable. There is no successful marriage that is built on I love her. She makes me. 1 year in marriage, she will make you mental colo. But if you find what keeps the two of you committed to one another, in fact, I would say, marry a woman who respects you but does not love you. Some people will say, no, mama. Marry a woman who respects you, whether she loves you or not. But there is a kind of respect she has for you. That one will be good. Love is not a joke. Mom, how can I vibe a lady who is never truthful, even to the extent that I can't get any factual information about her? Most ladies in Kenya they have this character. They are very slippery. I don't know whether it is insecurity or this character of I don't want to be mocked, or people just like playing dirty, to be frank. In fact, there are a few people I have met in my walk with God that I really spoke to their mind about the fact of truth. For me, I frown to lie so much. No matter how small it is, it starts killing trust for me. When I notice that you are not a truthful person, or you start playing some hide and seek, if we are together, there should be what we call maximum transparent. That's why I don't have much friends. And everything I say to my groups, I know what I say to them. They are the ones I say things to. If I hear it outside, I already know they are the one who sold it. Because I don't have much friends. Because my truth, I am transparent to a fault. So when you find a woman who you feel like you want to vibes, but you realize that anytime you have a conversation with that person, they intend to produce what we call notable lies. You know, there are lies that are notable. Somebody say, what were you wearing yesterday? I'm wearing green. And they have forgotten they posted a picture of themselves live while they were wearing red. Now that is a very notable lie. And why would you even change the color of the dress and nobody bought it for you? So how do you handle such a kind of a woman or a man? Sit down and talk. Because some men, they are lying to you because they are trying to slip away from you, because they didn't. You see, there are some people who believe that you don't want them or you don't care about them. So they also don't care about you to give you their truth. If it's a woman, if you want that woman for a positive relationship, sit the woman down and clear, hey, you come like this. Let's have a talk. Are you ready to have a relationship? Yes. I noticed this. Is this you or is this not you? Clear it. When you are clearing it, look at the eyes of that lady, because crooks are too many. Look at them in the eyes and see if they are able to withstand your look, if they are able to come out clearly to speak truth, if they are able to stand up for what is right. If they are not able, or you can also do what we call a test. After you talk to this person, you test them to see if they have understood that they don't need to lie to you. They are free to be truthful or communicate with you without putting those hiccups. But women here, they are very difficult. They do this a lot. Even some of them, they say it before me, and I will do it. They lie before my present, and I will be shocked. So, let me see. Somebody is talking about what is that? I think I'm taking this zigzag. Okay. Okay, I'm checking. Guys, did you say that weakness of all of them currently is washing dishes? Where? You'll be arrested. It is true, we are there. So when you see people having so many people as their dating, it's a form of something that is in them. Something is eating them up, and they are using that to cover it. So that's why you see them, they can't stay on their own. They are looking for somebody to be around. They are so insecure. I also met a daughter of God one time, that this daughter of God is very good. You can see her. She's gifted in intercessor. And she told me, Mama, I love your Jesus, but I can't serve him genuinely. I can't stay without sex. And I can't do one man. I need a Maasai. She mentioned to me, I need a Maasai. I need a Kisi man. I need a Kamba man. These three people. That's what this girl told me. And she's gifted in intercessor. She told me, if these three men are not in my life, I will die of sex starving. So I use these three tribes to satisfy myself. But I know God wants me to serve him. But I can't. I am already too into this that I can't go back. Imagine these are things people say. And would you condemn them? No. They are dealing with issues. That's why they have many things. So what do? You pray for them and trusting that one day God will give them the courage to face their fear. He said, chronic cancerous liars. Surely it is dangerous. I think people don't know that lies. Okay, I think people have not understood that lie is a big offense. Maybe people have not. Maybe I should teach it. Lie is a very big offense, by the way. When you keep lying to someone, you destroy trust, and also you make them to feel insecure around you. Because if you lie to me about everything, I don't know what next. Like something can just happen. People want to see you transparent enough, especially somebody you are committed with. You can't just like cancerous. That English, not be small. You construct on yourself. Another question. Mama, at what point in the relationship should someone meet the parents? When you have checked your genotype, you are sure the genotype is good, you have spoken to your spiritual leader, and you are sure that you guys are in the right track of what you want, then you can now plan a journey to see the parent, because you also need your guide to help you people to plan that. Because some of you will go with your young friends who does not know what to say. They will be going with you to see the parent of the girl with beer and whiskey in the car. So they are drunk before they reach there. So it's good. You know your genotype. You deal with the medical issue. You approach your spiritual leaders. They guide you people. They can even support you with one person in the church to go, or you go alone, but they are in the knowing you are going. So prayer is done ahead of you. Everything is put in order. You go there, you get favored instead of get rejected. So it's good you carry it on like that, and things will work out. So may God help us. I pray that as we journey in this relationship, that we do it with all transparency and with good intention. This is my advice to women. Don't waste a man's time. Don't waste a man's time. When a man approaches you and you know you are not interested, be truthful to that man and let him pinch his tent in another place. And secondly, if you know you want a man, stop acting movies. Stop acting hard to get. What will make the man know that you are hard to get is not when you prolong his chasing, is when you are able to cover your legs without allowing him into your privacy until you are married officially. That's what gives you dignity. Not this hide and seek. You try to tell him, I'm busy, I'm so busy, and you are busy sleeping and snoring. You see, those are bloody lies. You also make the man to get weary of you. Or you want a relationship, but you don't want to deal with your character. So you nag, you snap, you do crazy things. You are also a flirter. Today you are with man G, tomorrow you are with man Q, next tomorrow you are never dried with a man. Yet you want to lure someone with you. You can't do that. Women, clean your slate if you want a husband. Stop holding different men in different places. Then you keep deceiving one because you feel maybe that one is an easy way out. Don't do that. Make sure you have good intention. Remember, the man we are talking about can be the father of your children. So you must prepare a good heart to receive, to treat them, and to have a smooth relationship into a smooth marriage. May God give us wisdom. And the men, I leave you with this. Say it. Stop being afraid. It is either yes or no. Or maybe somebody would have said, I thought you would never ask. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Don't die thinking. Take a step of faith. Maybe that's what you are waiting for, to do something change in your relationship. Now, where are the men? How come all the men have pretended they are not alive in these episodes? Kwani, do I have such men? Only the men in this place are the one hiding. You want to tell me it's only my son that exists in this online today as a man? Don't get scared as a man. Be bold and confront. It is a gift God has given to you. He that finds a wife finds a good thing. Not he who finds you. You are the one to find. He that finds a wife. That is the dignity of marriage. He who finds. God bless you. Shalom.